Hi there, welcome to No Nonsense Whiskey. My name's Vin PF, and on today's episode we've got a sample Saturday. We're checking out a trio of new Tomintouls, and don't really know much about these guys, to be honest. I've literally just poured these out 5 minutes ago just to let them settle, but obviously I've covered a fair few of these guys' stuff in the past, and they're doing a lot of cask finish stuff, you know, as a lot of Angus Dundee stuff is. So yeah, the best thing to do is really just check it out. I've been sent this little card with them as well. So what I'm going to do this time round is chuck out the official tasting notes, and we'll see what I think of them. Because as we know, official tasting notes are kind of arbitrary. They're a good indication, to be fair, but I always get something different. So yeah, best thing to do is get straight into it then, I guess, because it's not one of these collections that's got it hasn't got a story behind it or anything like that. So good, really. Let's get into it. So the first one then is this. I want to say it's Tempranillo, or it'd be Mio or something like that. I'm sure it says on the front here. It's all three of these are ex-bourbon American oak casks. We don't know whether they are refill or whatever. Then they're married and finished in exceptional casks from Italy, Portugal, and Spain. Don't know anything else. Don't know age. Don't know if the whole batch was, if all of these bottles were split again across this batch, or if they were just the batches of each bottle that just happened to coincide together. Don't know anything like that. Also, I'm not really an expert on fortified wine, so as we well know, I know what I like and what I don't like. So yeah, all right, let's get into it. So the first one then is Tempranillo wine, which is not even a word I'd heard of until I got this package. So don't know anything about that wine. Not even sure. I'm going to take a guess that that's the Spanish one because of the double L. Madeira being the Portugal one, and the Amarone being the Italian one. Really don't know anything about fortified wine, guys. Really don't. So yeah, that's the first one. 40%, all of these. These are around about 40 quid each, which is, it's not bad pricing, really. Again, we don't know anything about age. I'd expect this to be quite, the opposite of viscous, whatever that is, being 40% and all that. But legs wise, we're not looking too bad. I like these little tasting glasses for these, especially for a 40%er, because you want to capture a little bit more of it. Right, nose then. Official tasting notes are a bouquet of strawberry jam, cinder toffee, don't know what cinder toffee is, syrup sponge cake, cooked fruits with vanilla, and chamomile highlights. Yeah, man, I'm there for the strawberry jam and the sponge cake. It's definitely that Victoria sponge vibes, without a doubt. Not sure about the rest of it, but what does my nose know? Let's go for a little taste. I'm going to leave that in because you see that. I dropped it and caught it in the same throw, but that's staying in. I do love the sample Saturdays because they are very much unedited. Keeping the composure then. A wash of mixed berry compote, brandy snap biscuits, custard pastries, married with white pepper, toasted oak, and cappuccino coffee. Okay. Okay, mixed berry compote, yes. Biscuits, no. I don't think so. Custard, I mean, I guess so, but custard is really just a fancy way of saying vanilla, right? Not sure about the white pepper. There's definitely... There's a little tickle. Not really getting the toasted oak or the cappuccino coffee, but yeah. I can vibe with the creme brulee with a little bit of that berry. It's really light. That's one thing I will say with this dram. It's extremely light, so tough to pick through flavours like that, because when I'm thinking about a dessert that's like a creme brulee with a mixed berry compote, that's quite rich. And this isn't rich, really. Lovely though, lovely. Certainly punching above its 40%. Finish wise, I mean, they're sort of going off the edge a little bit now, but dark chocolate, raspberry, stem ginger fading into espresso, roast, chestnut, linger. Yeah, not sure about that, but whatever, man. I've been asked to write tasting notes in the past, and it's I don't know, it's a bit of a running gag, to be honest, but yeah. Let's have a little swish and we'll go on to the next one. Hopefully no more dropping of stuff. Now, something is a little bit more in my wheelhouse. Madeira cask. I have had some Madeira. Not much. Don't really like it, to be honest, but there we go. This one here is ever so slightly, I don't know, it's ever so slightly a shade darker, but, you know, still there and thereabouts. Again, you know, 40% and about 43 quid. I think this is a little more viscous, just by my own eyes, but yeah. This one's got another bouquet, instead of a bouquet of strawberry jam, it's a bouquet of summer berries. Oh, okay. Hang on. Oh yeah. That's much more up my wheelhouse, that is. I'm going to have a quick sip and then come back to the nose. Okay, so nose says a bouquet of summer berries, spiced fruits, ginger biscuits, chocolate orange, baking spices. That's a lot for a nose. But you know what? I get it. You know, lots of that hedgerow going on. Definitely that ginger. You know, on the Tempranillo, that one there had some stem ginger fading. Didn't really get that, but I can be convinced of it on this one. Chocolate orange and baking spices. Now, that all of that really kind of leans into a Christmassy sort of vibe. I'm not really getting that off this, but I mean, that's a really nice nose. You would not think that's 40% based on the nose alone. Sometimes you can smell that ABV, can't you? But okay, back to the palate. Layers of juicy cantaloupe melon. Okay, yeah, and we're back. So, yeah, not only did my camera run out of memory of all things, so did my computer. So, in between that little beep there, it's actually taken a fair bit of time, probably about half an hour to sort that out. So, I'm not actually sure where I was, but I'm pretty sure it was the palette, because I hadn't... That's right, I think I was literally reading out. So, I'll kick off from where I left off. On the palette, then. Absolute amateur hour on Sample Saturdays, as always. I said that I don't like to edit, but now I've been forced to by a technical issue. So yeah, layers of juicy cantaloupe melon, brambles, candied peels with chocolate mousse, syrup flapjacks and toasted oak. I mean, that's a lot. Like, it's nice, it's lovely, but I don't know. A little bit too much on the tasting notes there, I think. But yeah, it replicates the nose for me. I'm there for the ginger biscuits, I'm there for the chocolate orange, I'm there for the berries. But that would be rubbish official notes, wouldn't it? Just the same as the nose, mate. Finish, cozy cake spices. Cacao with highlights of ripe banana, vanilla, panna cotta and marmalade. Yeah. What I will say, that's a solid whiskey and my favourite of the two so far. Another quick drink then. Finally then, before I run out of battery or something like that, we have an Amarone cask. Why not? Again, I think a little bit lighter than the middle one, which is, you know, no problem with that. I don't mind light whiskey at all. If anything, looks to be a little more viscous than the other two. Let's go for it. Ooh, interesting. That's a very full-bodied nose. Inviting aromas of cherry crumble, sultanas, baking spices, hints of oatmeal flapjacks, and cocoa. Not cacao, cocoa. Sure. Yeah, okay. I get that. It's got a kind of a cereal note to it, the oatiness. I'm not sure about cherry crumble, but crumble for sure. Let's go palate again. Again with the ginger. Layers of summer fruit pudding, raspberry coulis, ginger biscuits, salted caramel, creamy panna cotta, cedar spices. You can see there's a lot of overlap here. I'm gonna say that there's probably not a hell of a lot of difference between the wines. I mean, obviously, if you had them side by side, I'm sure they would be as different as these whiskies are, you know. But there is a lot of overlap, but tidy nonetheless. Finish: a warming impressions of honey and raisin porridge, pink peppercorn, chocolate cherry liqueurs linger long on the tongue. Yes, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of fancy for tasting notes there for sure, but a solid whiskey nonetheless. Which one would be my favourite? Now, okay, what I would normally do here is go through it without cleansing, so let's do that. Yeah, I still think that's the weaker of the three for me. Much more citrusy, much more fruity, sweeter. Yeah, for me, I think it's Madeira, Amarone, Tempranillo. I'm probably saying that wrong, but that's phonetically how it is anyway. I mean, again, 3 solid whiskies. If you're a fan of Tomintoul, then you're going to be fine with any of these, to be fair. Pick a wine you like and go with it, but for me, I think the Madeira just about edges it out for me. That's a solid dram. Would be happy with that one, absolutely. All good value at about 40 odd quid each. Yes, I know a lot of us are not a huge fan of 40%ers, but as I've said many times on recent videos, I'm definitely coming round to it being a valid part of the cabinet, you know. I am still definitely a high ABV chaser, without a doubt, but yeah, there's nothing wrong with having a cheeky, gentle dram in the cupboard at all, and I think these sort of things fit the bill. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Bit of a crazy episode, lots of stuff going on, but hopefully you've enjoyed it nonetheless. But I'll see you again on more videos coming soon. Cheers.